where the effort you're putting in is starting to actually tell the truth. Not like working hard effort, like forcing effort, like forcing conversations, forcing roles, forcing yourself to care about things that you've already outgrown or set boundaries that you just started letting seep through. That right there is usually the moment a lot of women start questioning themselves instead of the season, the opportunity, the next door to open. They think that there's something wrong. The motivation has completely drained out. The energy has drained out. The excitement has drained. And they're in a position now that they just go, okay, I guess this is the best it's going to get. I've had my chance. I've had my opportunity. I'm not young anymore. It's just not in the cards for me. But I'm going to flip that script today. What's actually happening is your soul's edge is actually coming into focus. Hi, I'm Christy, the Comeback Mentor. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss an episode of Comeback Conversations. We talk about midlife transition, next steps, developing a lot of clarity and building courage to step into that next season, that purpose, that rekindling of your identity. So you don't want to miss a single episode. And as we jump into today's conversation, you're noticing friction where there didn't used to be any. Things are getting kind of tense. You're noticing the environments around you and that you're spending time in start to drain you a lot faster than they used to. And you're noticing things that were meaningful and special during that previous season now feel completely off. That's your discernment waking up. Your spirit is starting to notice things that your mind has ignored for months, maybe even years. Think about for a minute a specific area in your life. Maybe it's a friendship, a job you have now, a job you used to have, a role that you used to fulfill. Whatever the case, just think about a specific area in your life and think about where you felt drained and a little restless or that the season of the timing was off. I was in a new position about a year, totally fulfilled, totally excited about being a resource for the people that I was serving. But something felt completely off. Something started to build in me, and I didn't have the excitement that I used to have. I didn't um, have the motivation and the drive to do things excellently anymore. And I wasn't quite picking up on what my soul was putting down. um, when there is a point that a new season is being prepared for you, you're going to start to feel the pull. And me being in my position for a year, knowing things were where I thought were going to be fantastic for at least 3 years, um, we're already feeling off in a year. And that was, we put a negative viewpoint or a negative lens on these signs because that's what the world teaches us. We don't see this in a positive light. Your season was a part of preparation for what's next, no matter how long or short that season may be. When you start paying attention to the signs and the opportunities and through the right lens, then it no longer drains you. It no longer zaps your motivation. Um, it no longer becomes totally foggy. You get more clarity. Like learning to read these signs when your energy is drained. You used to come into work, you used to get up and walk into the dining room, you used to step into whatever role it is with excitement and a smile on your face, and now you dread it. Where does your joy come from naturally? Where are you picking up on different areas where you're getting joy now, where maybe you weren't in the past season? Those patterns of irritation or tension that keep coming up and repeating, that is actually the spirit giving you a little red flag. You're not going to be your best inside of that position, role, season, time, unless you start to pay attention to what's calling your spirit. Seasonal living isn't just a concept, it is a practical tool. And noticing all of these signs gives you real-time feedback. And you get to have that feedback, not, somebody from the outside giving you feedback sometimes can be a little hurtful. So this is your opportunity to get it from within, get that inner feedback. So you're not wasting energy and emotion or chasing things that have expired. What have you been holding on to because you feel safe, you feel comfortable, you feel like you don't want to rock the boat because you don't know what's on the other side? Even though you're feeling that pull, that tug, those signs, think about it. Write it down. Say it out loud. It becomes more real, and you pay attention to what you say out loud or write. A lot of women don't recognize these signs because, like I said, we've been taught by the world that endurance, pushing through, um, doing it anyway, staying where we're at no matter how we feel, matters more than discerning happiness, peace, pushing harder, stay loyal. You gotta hang in there. And that's the wrong message. It's going against the grain of who we are and how we're built. We're supposed to be able to discern what's good for us and what's not. What season is meant for us right now, and what season is meant for our next move. Seasons don't respond to endurance. They respond to recognition. Recognition of what's alive in here. Recognition of what's fading, what needs to fade. Recognition of where God is actually trying to lead you to, not what everybody else around you or in your circle is trying to tell you should do. Which area of your life is giving you those little nudges, those signals? and you're feeling the shift. How long have you been ignoring it? I ignored mine for 2 years. 2 years. It doesn't mean you're going to be late. Timing is a lot of process, but he knows exactly how long it's going to take us to process. The important piece is start to pay attention to the signs. Midlife doesn't change or remove purpose or identity. It's new opportunity. It refines. It is an exciting opportunity. It's an exciting time of life. If you honored your current energy, where you're at right now, and the clarity that you have, instead of pushing through your old patterns, what would change this month? What would change? What is the smallest action that you could take today to actually align with that next season? Because the one smallest action can be compounded. Doesn't make it scary. You can take it one step at a time. Your comeback doesn't come from running and rushing or forcing or just enduring. It comes from being noticed, being able to discern, pay attention and flip the script. Doesn't have to be negative. Make it a positive. Your comeback matters. I'm here for it, and I'm here for you. Let's do this.